All right, let's talk about something I know so many of us feel. That weird paradox of being totally wired, but at the same time, completely tired. In this explainer, we are going to get to the bottom of where real, sustainable energy comes from. And trust me, it's not about brewing another pot of coffee. Let's dive in.
You know that feeling, right? You've had a meal, maybe you've had your usual coffee, and you feel stimulated. Your mind is racing a mile a minute, but your body just feels drained, completely tapped out. That's the classic wired but tired state, and it's a huge red flag that your internal energy system is a little out of whack.
So where do we even begin to look for an answer? Well, the key to cracking this paradox isn't on a nutrition label, and it's definitely not about that old calories in, calories out model. The real answer is found way deeper inside your body, all the way down at the cellular level.
Okay, so we all remember from biology class that mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell. But honestly, that's a huge understatement. It's better to think of them as these tiny, dynamic, rechargeable bioelectric batteries. They are incredibly sensitive, and how well they hold a charge directly determines how you feel, moment to moment.
And here's the wild part. We can actually measure this charge. Scientists have a name for it, the mitochondrial potential. But don't let the fancy term scare you. All it really is the literal voltage level of your cellular batteries. It's the electrical force that powers absolutely everything you do.
And check this out. A healthy, fully charged up mitochondrion holds the potential of about negative 150 millivolts. Now, I know that sounds tiny, right? But that little electrical difference, that is the fundamental spark of your vitality, your mental clarity, and all your physical energy. It's a huge deal.
So let's break this down into what it actually feels like in your day-to-day life. When that mitochondrial charge is high and, importantly, stable, you get that smooth, steady energy and clear thinking. But when that charge is low or it's unstable, hello fatigue, brain fog, and those awful energy crashes. It's a direct one-to-one correlation.
Okay, so if our batteries are getting drained, what's the energy thief here? Well, one of the biggest culprits in our modern world is staring us right in the face on our plates. Let's talk about the main offender, ultra-processed food, or what we'll call UPFs. You see, UPFs are so much more than just empty calories. They deliver what you could call a bioelectric betrayal. They actively disrupt and sabotage the incredibly delicate machinery inside your cells that's trying so hard to generate and hold on to that vital electrical charge.
So here's how the dominoes fall. First, all the additives in these foods start to mess with your gut lining. This lets inflammatory particles sneak into your bloodstream. That in turn creates system-wide inflammation, which is like bioelectric static. It just makes you feel foggy and sluggish. This static directly interferes with your mitochondria, causing their charge to flicker and drop. And the final result? That all too familiar post-meal slump that can lead to chronic fatigue.
And this damage isn't from just one single ingredient. It's this whole cocktail of things you find in ultra-processed foods. We're talking emulsifiers, nitrites, artificial phosphates, tons of refined sugars, and excitotoxins like glutamate. They all work together to create this energy-draining cascade, basically a state of internal chaos.
All right, enough of the doom and gloom. We understand the problem now, so let's talk about the solution. And the really good news is you have all the power you need to recharge your system. This isn't about some crazy restrictive diet. It's about adopting what we can call coherent eating patterns that support your cellular batteries.
The goal here is actually pretty simple and clear. We just want to create mitochondrial stability. What does that mean? It means giving our cellular batteries everything they need to hold a strong, steady charge all day long, and then to repair and recharge properly while we sleep. So how do we actually create this stability? Well, it boils down to a few key patterns. Things like strategic meal timing, just giving your mitochondria a break, eating balanced whole foods to get a slow, steady stream of fuel. And nutrient synergy is absolutely crucial. Think of it as eating a rainbow of colorful plants to get polyphenols that buffer against that inflammatory static, while minerals like magnesium help power the whole energy creation process itself. So to make this super practical and easy to start, let's look at two simple, really powerful tools you can start using literally today to reclaim your vitality. No apps, no complicated tracking, just straightforward, effective strategies.
First up is the Energy Rhythm Plate. It's a super simple visual guide. Just picture your plate. Fill half of it with colorful vegetables. That's where you get those protective polyphenols. A quarter of it gets filled with quality protein for stability, and that final quarter, healthy fats and fiber. Think avocado, nuts, seeds, for those great omega-3s and slow-release energy. This whole structure is designed to give you maximum mitochondrial stability.
Okay, and the second tool is a way for you to actually measure your progress. It's called the Energy Stability Score. This is all about helping you connect how you feel with the changes you're making, which makes the whole process feel so much more real and tangible. It's so simple. Just grab a journal and a few times a day, rate your energy on a scale of 1 to 10. How was your energy when you woke up? How steady was it in the afternoon? How are you feeling as you wind down for bed? And maybe most importantly, how recharged do you feel from your sleep? As you start to eat in a more coherent way, you will literally see your average daily score start to climb.
So, the main thing to take away from all this is that real lasting energy isn't about some quick fix or stimulant. It's the natural result of creating an internal environment of stability and coherence for your mitochondria. It's all about working with your biology, not fighting against it.
And that just leaves us with a final question to think about. Now that you understand this amazing connection between what's on your plate and your actual cellular charge, what's one simple choice you can make in your very next meal to start recharging your own batteries?